Judges and nurses, are you ready? Fighters and Jeremy, are you ready? Yankton, send him out, round one.
De La Cruz comes out of the red corner, and right away a nice kick by Oorlog. Oorlog, the taller of the two. You can definitely see that in this match. De La Cruz trying to get some punches, throwing some knees at him. Nice right by De La Cruz. Backs him up against the cage, and what a height advantage. Oorlog tries to throw a knee, and there's a knee again by De La Cruz. They're just kind of swapping here. There's a big left and a big right. Oorlog's dropping some bombs here. They clinch up in the center of the cage. Again, Oorlog, the taller of the two by far, and De La Cruz falls into the guard now. This is where you got to watch out for an arm bar here. It looks like he's going for the arm bar. I don't think he's got it there. Now maybe for a heel hook. They're scrambling. De La Cruz goes for the back of Oorlog. He needs to get his hooks in. Does not get his hooks in. Now back into the guard. Man, you just got to be scared inside the guard of a guy like this. His legs are long. De La Cruz now up top. Got to watch out for the placement of those legs by Oorlog. Cruz now. Kind of a scissor kick there, or a scissor lock now. Paused there for a second, had an opportunity to get around to the back, didn't do it. Oorlog is now going to have his back. And he tries a nice knee there. Some shots to the side. And both guys are starting to slow down a little bit. La Cruz tries to throw some shots in there before round one comes to an end. Out they come. What a big right. Oorlog. Look at those long arms. I love watching this. You get a long guy, long, lanky guy in there. Has absolutely no size, but still you have to be cautious of those arms and those legs. And De La Cruz did a good job right there. Holding his own into the back, did not get his hooks in. Ends up into the guard of Oorlog. Here you can see they come out later in the round. Both throw a kick. It looked like that was a nice right from La Cruz. Another little left pot shot, but geared up and ready for round number two. Thanks some of our sponsors, including Cubed Fightwear, B2TV.com, RVP Sports Production, all the video tonight, all the replays, RVP Sports Productions, Yankton Motorsports, some of our fine sponsors as we are here tonight at the Party Barn, out back at the Party Barn in Yankton, South Dakota. I do believe we have one more up here next month, maybe two, with the weather the way it is. We hit Spirit Lake on the 13th of August. It's our last Wednesday night in Spirit Lake, with it being so busy up there. Wednesday nights in Spirit Lake on the 13th and the 23rd in Sioux City to wrap up August. Oorlog looks a little exhausted. La Cruz. Nice leg kick by Oorlog. La Cruz hangs on though. Oorlog gets his back, needs to get those hooks in. And La Cruz fights his way to a side control position. Into a full mount now. Back into half guard, and Oorlog again continuing to try to get those legs up, maybe an arm bar here. Talk about a new look for the rubber guard. Huge right by La Cruz. And again, I don't understand why La Cruz is standing around. He doesn't get his hooks in again, and he's just flailing on his back. He needs to get those hooks in. If anything that he takes away from this fight, he needs to look back and right here, get your hooks in first, then go for the submission. And Oorlog was rocked by one of those hits earlier. And he's taking some punches here now from La Cruz. Really needs to get those legs to push the hips of La Cruz down. Get one of them up and over. Again, stacking him up a little bit. Nice left.
30 seconds.
There he has it. And it pops off. Maybe going for another arm bar. Oorlog is very tired, and it just La Cruz is taking his time here. Another nice right.
10 seconds.
And round 2 is coming to a close. Oorlog will probably make it out of this round.
Time. Give it up, boy. Make the time.
And does. Very tired is Nate Oorlog. You look at the replay again here. And if anything, some very sloppy technique by both of these fighters. Oorlog easily into a rubber guard. Man, he almost could have had a standing go-go plata right there. It's just crazy the length of this dude's legs over De La Cruz. And Cruz here again gets the back. He looks like he's looking to the corner, but doesn't even try to get the hooks in. You need to get those hooks in. There again, La Cruz good at pulling that arm out of there. All Oorlog had to do was pull that head down. I'm just not sure that he's strong enough to do some of the things in here that he could do if he had some size to him. Stick him in a gym for 6 months. Get some meat on him.
It's round 3. Everybody else, grab a seat down in front. Judges and nurses, are you ready? Fighters and Jeremy, are you ready? Yankton, send these bad boys out. It's round 3.
Round 3, Oorlog. Very tired, the taller of the two. Doesn't even have his hands up that high. La Cruz tries to come in, but Oorlog stems him off. Easy sweep takedown for Oorlog, maybe. Probably not even thinking about it here. Definitely could use those legs. There's a knee to the body. Tries to just throw him over, and oddly enough, La Cruz goes down. Very interesting. And again, still, Oorlog is going to try to do something without getting his position. And Cruz is just going to roll out of it. I mean, you can crank on a guy's neck, but if you get the position, he can't get away from it. And neither of these guys have really shown, again, the position. You can't just sit on a dude's back. He's going to roll over. And La Cruz here is in a bad spot. I don't know that Oorlog knows exactly what to do, though. Does a back fist to the side of the head. In this position, you can, it's just, and here he has one hook in too. That was the closest to maybe a rear naked choke we've seen in this match. But again, I don't know if Oorlog has the strength. We're going to find out. He's got this rear naked choke. Finally, he has these hooks in.
10 seconds.
And that doesn't work for him. And round 3 is going to come to an end.
3 hard rounds. It goes to the judges.
You got to give him props for getting into the octagon, but you don't have to give him any points for any kind of technique at all. Again, here, you have to get those hooks in. Oorlog was a side mount. This one's going to be a tough one to judge, but it goes to the judges.
Yankton, South Dakota, one more time. Give it up for both fighters. 3 hard rounds.
There's a couple great lefts there by Oorlog.
By split decision. Out of the blue corner, give it up for Nate Oorlog. Also give it up for his opponents. Garrett De La Cruz. Tough fight, guys. Tough fight. Nate, tough fight. First time back in the cage. 100 million degrees out here. What do you got?
I didn't mean to train more. It's been a while. I only trained for 2 weeks before this fight, so.
Give it up, guys. Your winner out of Yankton, South Dakota. Nate, punch struck Jesus Oorlog.